This week on Timberborn. Look at him grinding away. This is his very own dentist. Alright. There's a bad tide approaching. Okay, in 3 days we're gonna have our very first bad tide. Hopefully. It's horrible. Flooding our town, that's okay. A little bit of flooding didn't harm anybody. Here we go. I messed up. That did not go as planned. Hey everyone, welcome back to day 3 of our Timberborn adventure. In our last episode, we made some amazing progress. Today we're pushing even further to see how our beavers continue to build. Will Empertown reach new heights? Let's dive in and find out. Alright, looks like our wood storage is maxed out. But we have stuff that are going to be building from our last episode. Just waiting on some of these to get built. Okay. Water is also pretty low. I think I would like to this time around also increase our water storage capacity. So we're going to place in a few more barrels around the camp here. Okay. And I'd like to utilize up all this space. So let's make sure that this is all going to be carrots here. And let's fill this in with as many potatoes as we can get going. Yeah, we should be able to reach. That looks like it's right outside. So we might have to plant another efficient farmhouse, but let's see what happens for right now. Okay. Grilled potatoes are maxed out, so I'm thinking it'll be a good idea to add another storage. Right here, we'll set that to more grilled potatoes. Go. Our carrots are also maxed out. Can put that here. We're gonna go and build. We can do a path like that, then we can have stairs going up to it, and then connecting it here. Planks are looking good. I'm thinking it might be a good idea. I know we kind of touched bases on it last time. But I really want to make sure that even during a drought that we are still able to have some production of planks. Can't put this anywhere. So something I'm thinking about doing. Let's go ahead. We'll have to look at that later. Figure out where the best spot is that we can put it. I wonder. Under wood. Planks. We have this here. for the power source. That. Like the path. That. Okay. And then we're gonna want more storage. Need a stockpile. Add that in here. Increase our plant storage. So, okay. This is looking good. I'd like to get these. I'd like to get the water and the food on this episode. I want to be able to stockpile more than 1,000. Just so when we hit those droughts, we have plenty of food storages. This will come in handy. This will be... This one's going to be our grilled potatoes. Make this one berries, only because we have a surplus of berries here. We're not really utilizing gathering them. This might be a good opportunity to keep them harvesting. Here we go. Collecting a lot of water. Water's looking good. Got 4 beavers without a job. Go ahead and bump up that. For science, might be a good idea for us to put in another one here. Keep our science going, but we're gonna just put this one for our workplace, just a lower priority. So if somebody doesn't have anything to do, then they can go work there. Still 2 beavers without a place to work. Plenty of stuff for them to work on, though. Alright, they have chopped down all the wood, so we're going to turn these off. They can go work on something else. Let's actually go ahead and we're going to get rid of these 2 buildings. Yeah, those are going to be gone. Let's collect the berries here. We'll put down another gathering flag. This is coming along. We're just desperate in need of plants. Need 50 of them. Then we can start building this. So for our science... No, not the science. We're looking for our sleuth. Can't start building these sleuths until this comes back on. Once that's available, then what I'd like to do is come over here and put the sleuths here. And then we can actually remove this guy here. Once our sleuths go in to the gap here, we can automate the water flow. When we get that bad tide, our first bad tide come through, we can just automate it so we don't have to manually come in here and adjust it. This one we might keep this one here, but we might permanently just keep it shut all the way. So we'll raise this all the way up to the top. We'll block the water from coming in. So once we get the sluice in, we're just gonna pop this all the way up. And the only water that's going to be coming into the valley will be in this bottleneck here. And the reason why I want to go with this one being the main water supply is at some point I'd like to demolish these here. And so we can get some water coming this way and our beavers can expand down towards that way. Actually, I have a lot of trees coming in here. We have a very large wood supply. Might even have too much. Might even have too much. It looks really good for right now. Let's see. Might be an opportunity to throw in some chestnuts or even some oak. Oak might not be a bad idea to fill in some of these spots and get them growing, because it does take a very long time to grow, but then we get 8 wood. It's gonna pop up. Nice. It's good. Now we just need to get it filled with some logs, some scrap metal, and that'll start getting put together here pretty soon too. I'm gonna pause this one here. I'm gonna pause this one here. Only because I'd like for them to bring scrap metal here. A little bit more accessible, so the beavers don't have to travel such a far way. So we can't grow here. Might be a good idea to put it up here. We're gonna have to tear these down in order for us to make a pathway. Here for demolition. Looks something like... Yeah, you know what? We can say we're gonna get rid of these at some point, but we do need to get this guy out because that stump is blocking our path. Bit higher priority, but once one of the beavers gets to it, that'll be just fine. Food storage is getting close to 1,000. Wood is staying maxed out. We probably will start seeing that drop drastically here with all the building that we're planning on this episode. But look at him grinding away. This is his very own dentist. Coming along very nice. Okay, looks like we're now in demand for beds. We can actually go ahead and increase the housing here. Let's keep building up. Like that. Like that. Just gonna try to keep filling the demands. We have 3 workers that are unemployed. All those new potatoes, those are all growing in now. Those are popping up. This is good. Grilled potatoes. Ones only be made so fast. Potato stockpiles looking. Grilled potatoes look great. Probably. Nice. It's coming great. This is now done too. This area is looking really good. Here's 39 goods. Hey, it's actually need to be more water. We need to go ahead and fix that. All of them. Okay. Kind of staying. There we go. It's coming up. Dropping. You guys are pumping very fast over there. Gonna get maxed out again. I think we do want to put in a bigger storage tank. Go ahead. Let's go to our storage here. Let's unlock the medium tank. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And let's put this medium tank. Yeah, like a really good spot. I'm happy with that there. Alright. There's a bad tide approaching. Okay, in 3 days we're going to have our very first bad tide. When that happens, we're going to close this off here. No water, no bad water at least is going to be coming this way. It'll be good. Up quite nicely. We're filled up to the top here. As it goes this way. It works its way down here. It starts to go down. Is there a... Probably because you have two all pushing that way. This is really high. But if we were to adjust this down, this will probably out. We have too much water coming through this hole here. So it fills up the valley a little bit higher. Yeah, that came down. I'd like to find a way where we can increase our water supply, because whenever we hit those droughts, whenever we get those droughts, it's very possible that we run out. Oh, okay. This building doesn't have a path, so let's go ahead and fix that right now. There we go. That way we can start collecting more of these berries. And they're coming up close on stuff. Building like an hour. And have a beaver go in there. We have 5 without jobs, so one of them can jump on the old wheel there. Still have 0 vacant beds, so we're building 2 here in this area. Okay, grilled potatoes, those filled up really fast. Okay, so I think we might be in a spot where it would be beneficial if we had more storage of another spot for potatoes. Kind of like this area being where we're getting our food. I think we are at a spot where it would be a good idea if we went up. Okay, bad tide started. Gonna pause the game. I'm gonna go over here. I want to make sure none of this comes our way. So we're gonna close this, and we're gonna close this. This should be an easy bad tide. So I don't think we need to turn off our pump. I don't think we're gonna run out of water. But here it comes. So our fresh water source now is coming out with bad tide. Everything's turning yucky brown. Just spewing out. Wouldn't be a bad idea to put the levees up here, and then having the ability to have the water that stays a fresh water supply, and then when the bad tide comes, being able to shoot maybe the water out that way. That would be a really big construction project though. This is working out well. No bad waters coming our way. All being flushed. Yeah. Okay. We don't want to open up our gates. So the bad tides ended. We were not affected by it at all. Started to dry up here a little bit. Yeah. To find a way to keep the water going here. Probably put levees there as well. Are they levees? No. Probably should put. We should probably dam this here. We keep our water down here and our water here. This will stay green. I want to make sure that this still looks contaminated. Don't want to open it up right away. My concern is if I open it up too soon. If I open it up too soon, I'm worried that some of this bad water will come out and contaminate. Oh, little autosave there. A bit of flooding. That's interesting. Should stabilize. Yeah, I really don't want this bad water coming towards us. Okay, well, hopefully it won't. Let's just open it up. Open it up and let's try to flush this bad water. Get it past our beaver town as fast as possible. And then hopefully... It's horrible. Flooding our town, that's okay. A little bit of flooding didn't harm anybody. Here we go. Flushing all of that nasty brown water down past. This is our scrap metal yard just for it to be closer. This is built, looking great. This will be our water storage here. That's going to get us a huge bump. We get 300 out of one tank. This one, I want it to be more grilled potatoes. Looks like we do have a demand for one more to be built. For some carrots. But one thing we did forget to do is we don't have any access for them to actually get up there. Let's do to wait for that to be. Looks like we're gonna be. Still want to get this. We're not there yet. We're at 600 water. We have 1,000 food. Beaver took care of that. Let's go ahead and connect that path so they can start using that. We're gonna need one more big water storage tank. We're gonna put this one here. And let's make sure we select that as water. Okay, so our first goal today, we met that. We have increased our water and our food supply over 1,000. Good select. This one is gonna be our carrots. Is gonna be our grilled potatoes. So the plans are, once those get demolished, I want to put dams here. Dams here. We can retain some of the water there. And we might put some backup water pumps up in this section. This one didn't dry out on our last drought. We dam here. Probably put some pumps here. Maybe we can make this where our main water source is coming from. So let's try this out. If it doesn't work, then we will come up with something. Something like that. Gonna bump up the priority just a little bit on this section. Get those cleared out so we can extend our road. Good. Okay, thinking another spot. Plank storage is still looking running. Wood storage is maxed out. This is an underground one. Takes 1,000 science, but the capacity is huge. Underground pile. 1,000. $40 gears, 80 planks. Huge. I don't think we're there yet. That would really wipe out all of our resources. Vacant bed. cleared out. Just need to get that last one there, and we'll put the stairs right there. Go ahead and fill this in. There we go. Stairs. We have 2 injured beavers. We have 2 spots for them taken care of. That's looking great. This requires paper and dandelion. We're not growing any dandelions right now. Maybe that's start working towards getting antidotes. Just in case some of our beavers get contaminated, we're not falling behind. I want to say our dandelions are here. We need to plant it somewhere close by. This section, trees here. Let's remove those. Okay. Okay. I want to remove all of. Yeah, I want to get rid of all of that. Plant. We're able to. These are all going to be dandelion. Can't do it just yet. No. Not here. Just down here. We'll keep our dandelions just to this spot here. We'll just keep filling them in as they're cutting down the trees. Like so. Small warehouse. Can the warehouse take damage? It can. We're just gonna put a small one because this is just for our medicine. Go and our Dan going in there. Can we put any more? Close. 2 more can go in. Go ahead and get loot. Block off that section right. Might be too far, so we might have to just get a path going to it. Okay, some stairs. That right there. Once that's fully built, Then we can take out this guy and then demolish this building here. Can we put in any more dandelions right now? Not yet. Couple spots. There wood there. Okay. Water is still not above 1,000, so let's take care of that. Let's add one more water storage tank. Select water. Okay. Retreat. Clear that. We're gonna take those out. So I want to start planting some chestnuts. We just have way too many pine trees. I'd like to get some of those as chestnuts. Something we can do with our large supply of pine trees is we can make this tapper shack. We can get pine resin. What's the yeah, put our tapper shack in there. And then we will need storage for our pine resin. This will be here. Right there. Syrup. Which one? Is it these buildings? Get the pine resin. So let's take that out. Oops. I goofed again. This one. Small warehouse. One is our pine resin. Which we'll need for our treated logs. Woodwork. Need treated logs. Let's see. What are the treated logs used for? Need it for the mine. I messed up. That did not go as planned, and I wasn't paying attention. Need to delete this. Or does it just need to fill up? But can it fill up? Like it can. You're gonna have to that. Gotta get the water flowing back in. Nope, that didn't work. No, we tried something, it didn't work. Glad we caught it. That could have been. Oh, I got tunnel vision. We were over here looking, and we almost ruined our playthrough. That would have been bad. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Route. Gather as much water from there as we can. This is a 6-day drought. I think we're good. Okay. I think I want to bump clearing this up just to a little bit higher price. And can go in now. Plant some more dandelions. Logs are looking good. Pump up our log storage. This is good. We have another years. Water really stopped. It's okay. Coming through. Looking great. After today, we're going to get our storage of our water up to 1,000. This guy gets built. Plenty of water for our beavers right now to survive the drought. So start filling. We're handling this drought perfectly. Now that those are built, we can demolish these. set these to be. We're going to set this to automatically close above contamination 5%. One. We're going to leave it open just that way when the drought ends, we can get the surge of water to get this going. I need to rethink this. Would like to have the ability to. I think these need to be sluice as well. Oh, we might have to put sluice down here. But I don't. If I feel like if I put sluice here and I limit the water that can go through, there won't be enough water pressure to keep these guys moving because it's only fill in as it spills out. But I don't think I want to. I have to rethink this. Didn't work as intended. Not too happy how that worked out. Question is, we're thinking, how can we retain more water? So this right now at our current supply, we are going to run out. Definitely looks like we're going to run out tomorrow. So tomorrow we're not going to do any pumping at all. Just going to let the water hopefully last all day. I'd like to see none of our crops turn any colors. Pause that. Okay, so at our current level, we have just enough for 6 days. Okay. The drought is coming up. Plenty of food, plenty of water. Drought cycle's ending. The fresh water's coming in. Good. This guy's been working non-stop trying to get that going. Okay, this is all cleared out. All right, here we go. Water's coming back in. Okay. All right, back to our plants. So these are going to be our chestnuts. And let's have some maple in right here. All right, so we just survived 6-day drought. Everything looked good. I have a lot of plans for us in the future. Definitely want to see how we can get a better source of water so that way we're not draining our valley. And I have a feeling that that is gonna be here. I feel like our solution is still here. Um, of where we want to have our main water source. But we're gonna have to pump it from here, and we're gonna have to travel across the map, bring it back. I think that's going to be our goal for our next episode. Stay tuned and looking forward to seeing how this plays out. Have a good one.